The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Huh? I'll take up a table and wait for Sulin to come along.
Is Sulin finishing her food before she gets to the inn?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Have infravision 10 foot.
Cool.
This will be rather unnerving.
Not really, because in a well-lit environment you don't...
Is it a dirty game?
I think it's that it wants me to replace the battery, which I've mentioned I can't do.
Right.
So if anyone's actually at the door, I'm not coming to get it, just yell. Yeah, I didn't think so. So I'm just going to buy another alarm.
Yep.
Because, yeah, I could split it open, but then how do I seal it back up so it's weathertight?
There's glue again, and then you're
And then
all
I have the
back
same
fat.
problem in another year
Yep.
or two. So, I might attend sell the exact same brand of thing. So, but this time, what I'll do is I'll just get like a little blob of
Silicone.
putty or something and put it over the screw so it doesn't rust up.
Yep.
Because now I know that for some reason you've put a non-rust-proof screw in an outdoors thing.
Well,
That's classic.
what they do is instead they put stainless steel on one part and put steel on the other, so it causes it to rust. To slimmer metals.
Right, that's
Yes.
probably what they've done.
Because if you open that up, I guarantee the nut will be perfectly fine.
I will actually crack that open once I've put up the replacement.
Just to see if that's true.
I'm
Yeah.
serious.
What I actually want is a plug-in bell that I can just put whatever sound I've got on there. Because I would just put Cameron Mitchell yelling, "Close the fucking door!" on the on the doorbell.
They'd be like, but the door is closed.
Door already is closed.
Yep, so infravision 10 feet.
Yeah, you now have infravision 10 feet. This is not mega helpful.
Yeah, but it would be... Things would be different. The colours would be different.
No.
No?
It does not. Whenever there is enough lighting to see, it really only helps you improve by one stage. So if it's dim lighting, then yeah, you'll notice things that you previously wouldn't have been able to see are slightly reddish.
So I won't
And
notice
you
it
can't see
until night time. Until, well, in
Well,
the
it is
dark.
nighttime, but like in the dark, yeah, you won't notice it till then. So like, you blow the candle out and you're like, I can see everything and it's still red. Well, actually not everything, it's only 10 feet and this room is slightly bigger than that, so... Yeah.
Sure, I can see you doing that.
Not look at me.
Natural.
Me just like Paul Nerve is all.
I mean, who doesn't?
I'll arrive back at the inn. I'll do a circuit of the market just to make sure there's just to see what's going on.
Okay.
See if there's anyone following me as well.
You see a group of men plotting an elaborate and choreographed dance number. They're really planning this out.
Anyone watching them playing this out?
No,
They're not interested at all.
no, because it's planning. It's a bunch of men in a circle talking, occasionally doing little things with their hands.
Yeah. No one I've recognised from previous attempts, or
I know there's a lot of drow in the city.
yeah, and they're all the same.
Yeah. As established. Sephiro's like that scene from RoboCop where he's got like the eyes and then the mouth and then he gets all the bits and then the rest of the face fills in, but it's just like tits, 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 bum, 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 legs, 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 and oh, woman. And then that woman gets dumped in an acid vat and turns into a blob monster and gets hit by a cart and splatters everywhere.
As often happens.
The two things are not related. Well, except for criminal involvement.
Right, I'll return back to the inn.
There's Stump.
Excitedly waiting at the table for my whatever is going to arrive.
A bowl is brought out. Clink. It smells like cinnamon,
What does it look like?
caramel, vomit.
I will consume this bowl of food.
Okay, can you roll a constitution check for me, please?
I was so expecting to say Russ poison.
That is a pass.
It's delicious. And fortifying and heartening.
No,
In fact, roll a d4 and gain that many hit points.
Damn.
1. But it's something.
Well, it tastes good and it heals you.
Why?
If you pass your constitution check, yes.
So I'll eat most of it, then I'll notice Sulin's there. Oh, you want? It's good.
You have the rest.
Or for me. Finish off. Lick plate clean.
And that's why I won't have it.
Oh, Splinter.
You must train more vociferously.
Oh, want to get more of that, but not seem like it good for long travel. Would need too much paper.
You keep it in a wine cask.
You could just make Sulin carry it around in her hands like this.
Hands off. Don't even get rid of
Occasionally
grease.
you could come over to lap some out of her hands while she strokes the back of your neck. Like a horse.
Smearing goo on the back of his neck.
Yeah, no, my precious goo.
Ain't that precious, you can't wait to get rid of it.
Anything else we need to do?
Without Zero, maybe not. Maybe best to be somewhere he will return to before we do anything else. I need rest too. Did not sleep last night.
Would you like me to watch while you rest?
If you could.
That's not at all creepy.
What's going on over there again?
I'm fine with this thing.
It didn't look like that! My fucking god!
Stop doing it then. I'll take it under here so it doesn't tempt me.
He's playing with his twanger.
That's gone all slack with age and time.
Yeah, it is. Also, the fact that I had way too much in it at one point. We got all stretched out.
Oh! Yeah, we're talking about that one.
Yeah.
Talking about his penis.
Yes, I will go up to rest and do my herbalism healing before the rest for a nice good heal.
While he's doing that, I'll go over my kit.
Okay.
Do we roll for that, dear? Perception, is it? It's a pass.
Man, your bowstrings sure are coated in wax. You've got to clean that shit off,
No.
right?
No. I don't feel like...
That sounds like a
Oh man, your knives have all of this, like, slippy stuff on them. That's got to go, surely.
Slippy stuff?
Yeah. Like some kind of oil.
No.
What do you mean?
Your knives are all sharp, Sulin. You could hurt someone with those. I blunted them.
Oh my god. A nice shiny arrow.
I painted your sword so you could see it.
That's a good one. I'm doing that one.
It's a magic paint. It doesn't come off.
It's enamel. I've enameled your glass sword, so you can see it. Also, you could cut yourself on that edge, so I dulled it.
God.
Oh, it's impressive. He does a magic sword too.
No, because the enamel he just didn't sharpen.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
No, you do now. That's the thing. I'm inspired for bonus Tiller content here.
Man,
I'm guessing there wasn't any in the.
It's because I wasn't inspired enough to do any.
Oh, okay. I assumed it was a time
There's
thing.
a limit to the amount of effort I will put in for free.
For free!
For free.
Oh no, that'd have to be our doorbell.
yeah, so go through my gear.
It's mostly there, yep.
So what's not there?
Anything you may have used up.
Okay, that's fine then.
Oh, you're reminded of the nefarious poisons that you have
Yep.
and continue to not use.
I know.
Why even give them to you at all? Why even have toxicology? I'm going to coat my sword with it before the mission, and that way when I inevitably use the sword, it will automatically apply the poison. That's how you do it.
Doesn't work that way.
It actually does work that way. That's how it works. That's the only way it works. You put poison on the weapon, and the weapon has to hit someone, and then if you do damage, then the poison is delivered.
But no, if I put poison on now and wait for later...
No, you do it before the mission.
Yeah, exactly.
You do it before the mission.
Just before. But we haven't had those chances lately.
Because it lasts hours just unused on the blade in a scabbard. Or on an arrow tip. Actually, there is a thing I need to invent for you. But I'll do it in Serenia because it makes sense there, because everything out there is trying to kill you.
Only one part of it.
Well, yeah, Catanzaro. The area around Catanzaro.
I need to get him back for that. Show me all the good places.
Ah, fine. I just can't go along. It's all good. Anyway,
So
you two are going to bed.
he's going to bed, I'm staying awake.
Yes, Vera is going to bed. After you have the delicious ice cream dessert.
Oh, right.
One spoon.
Wonder what the milk came from.
Again, questions
Drow
you
women.
don't ask.
Drown.
Okay.
Mother's milk.
Umbolts have babies.
Is the beak more supple and delicious? It's from a baby Umberhawk.
So yes, I'll go to bed. Probably not sleeping.
No. During which I will extract a number of secrets from you.
There we go.
9 of them.
Oh, 9. Do I get to pick them?
No, I will pick. While that's happening, you guys get a messenger who will give you a delightful little bag with 300 ore in it.
Ah.
And they will also give unto you. You are the one called Sulin.
I am, yes.
You have this. It is part of the reward for completing your investigation. And you are the one called Jor-Karroc. Apparently you also have this. And where is the one called Sepiron?
He is not here at the moment. He's busy.
Well, give him this.
Yes, when he returns.
What kind of ore is it? Zinder ore?
It is Deshard.
Deshard. So, oh, sorry, that makes sense, right?
Silver tier merchandise.
Eventually, so overcome with tiredness, you fall into a deep slumber.
Who, me?
Both of you.
Ah, bugger.
And I'm going to take this.
Uh-oh.
You can't learn new spells.
Take it!
You cannot. The next time you try to memorize spells, you can't.
Do I lose the one I still have?
No.
Okay.
I said new.
Okay.
Here, have a new class. Now you can't use it. Ha ha ha, you fuck you. This will teach you to play a game.
How dear I. At the end of the rest, though, I am 1 hit point above. Now I started the night.
Let's see what we can do about that. How am I going to do that? Poisons.
So many poisons.
Got this great one here. It's doing all the things, all the guys. So, Sulin, you're awoken from your dream by a strange noise in the other room. And you get up and you go to investigate, and you do a perception check.
It's pass.
Cool. You know what happens next. So, you are in our room.
Yes.
Let us be nebulous as to exactly which one it is for the purposes of I have to slot this in what might be about 4 or 5 sessions' time.
Yep.
When suddenly, you roll a perception check. Should probably uncap this. I don't intend to do a lot of rolling.
Natural 20.
Okay, you are therefore you see like a mist coming in under the door. It's pink and it glitters.
Never seen anything like it before.
Yes, you have. 20? Yes, you have. This happens every time the genie comes out of the lamp. And it hisses into the room. Therefore, you are completely nonplussed. Wait a minute. No, nonplussed doesn't mean that. Unsurprised. When the genie forms up. And it's like, sorry for bothering me.
It's alright, Jenny, what's up?
Please don't beat me.
Oh,
Wait, no, I'm sorry for asking you to do something outside of the kind of behaviour you may wish to engage in, even though you haven't expressed the desire to.
we'll table that one.
I ask you, if possible, to understand what I'm trying to say. But you made this happen. Even though you haven't done it yet, but you have made this happen.
Okay.
Okay, so, remember when those assassins killed Saphiro, like last week?
Do I remember this?
No.
No?
Right, good. So it works then. Anyway, you wished that had not happened because of the things that happened after he was killed. And so I took it upon myself to give you the opportunity to make sure that didn't happen, and I sent you back in time.
You sent me back in time, I understand.
Now, there's problems with this because apparently you succeeded, which means now you can't make the wish, and therefore now you can't go back in time, and now you can't prevent it, and I'm required by the laws of the genie to make sure that kind of thing doesn't happen, so I have to send you back in time so you can stop the assassinations even though it hasn't happened, but they only didn't happen because you did.
Yes, I did, yes.
This is good news because you pretty much can be guaranteed that you succeed, right? It doesn't work that way. You still have to actually
do it.
You can fail.
Yes.
It's because this is your first time. It's like now I also have to therefore I have to make you forget everything because you could contaminate what happens. So you have to remember only what you could remember when you went back the first time, even though you haven't gone back the first time.
Okay.
Okay. Now, by the rules that bind me, I can only do this if you say that it's okay. To transport you in place and also time, and that you consent to everything that might happen.
It's okay.
Are you sure about that?
It worked the first time.
Are you really sure?
No, but yes.
Okay. Just so you know, it goes really bad for you. And you find yourself in the room at the gentle lady, and you see, and as the door is swinging shut, as you see your bum leaving the room. And the genie says, okay, what do you remember? Whole intelligence. This is the bits basically so I can tell you what you remember.
Bust.
Okay, you get the minimal amount of information then. You remember that some assassins killed Saphiro. You don't really remember where they were. You know where the first couple were. You really remember that because you saw you
Yes.
there. See, this is explaining what
I
this
know.
is. I think you'd worked that out
Yeah.
already, but
Didn't know the logistics of it yet, but now
they thought it was. They still think it's doppelgangers.
only because they haven't had a chat with her. And it will stay that way.
You remember that guy. There were 4 assassins, like shot Saphiro with a dart, and he was like, it did nothing, ha ha ha. And then he did slow poison and purge poison, but there's no poison because
First dart's empty.
the poison needs all 4 bits to become poison to avoid the cleric spell. So by the time the 4th one happened, and Saphiro was just like, ha 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 ha. You think that would distract me again? I know the real attack's coming from there! And there was a guy. And he that one, because you remember that bit. And then he killed the guy and he was like, there, I'm fine. Then he died. And didn't come back.
Ooh.
It took 3 days and he didn't come back. And then the alchemist at Dazindra is just like, oh no, he's fucking dead. And then what happened was the Dark God rose and the Dark Time began. You don't remember how you found out, but it was basically because it's like, well, he's dead now. Ha ha ha. That's what I needed.
Yep.
The
The catalyst.
That catalyst there. Stump died. M died. Most of the city died.
Yep.
The remaining were just like, okay, yep, the drow are working for you now. And basically, you were like, well, I need to get back to my village. You were leaving, and that's when you were, and so you were gathering up the stuff, and the lamp got knocked over. You picked it up, and the genie came out. You didn't see this, and you were just like, I just wish that Saphiro hadn't died. And the genie was like, okay. And that's how you're here.
Yep.
And that genie's standing beside you going, okay, that's not a whole lot of what happened. But anyway, you can't meet yourself, and you probably shouldn't touch yourself, or it could go really bad. For you. Which
Well-
is also her.
Well, I know we touch.
Probably shouldn't do that. I guess it's unavoidable. But anyway, off you go. I can't help you anymore. I don't really belong here.
I'll see you in the... Right, so I'm going to head to where the first assassination is.
It's in the submerged quarter.
Yep.
You are on the rooftop. You see the shadowy assassin figure. Man, his cloak is good. Thank God! You're like, oh, I've got to sneak up on him, but how? Oh, I've got no choice but to put up my hood and try and blend into the shadows. And you roll a hide in shadows check.
That's a...
You're looking around yourself and you don't see you at all. You're hiding real good, you think. Fuck yeah, I'm getting good at this. Best ninja ever. You sneak up behind the guy. But he hears you coming. That's why I didn't ask you to roll a move silently,
Yep.
because they were talking. And canonically, past Sulin misheard the conversation. What really being said is, so, did you think you could sneak up on me? The shape turns. You see the glint of a pointy little something, but it's indistinct.
Still won't say anything. Stab her.
Go ahead. Counts as a backstab.
what's Stacey?
It is 8.
Success.
Oh, I'll kill his shit. Goddamn dexterity bonus being denied.
I actually rolled rather well too, so with the
You
backstab.
really want to roll really well at all times, I feel.
I do too. It doesn't.
Just like, but like when you're sneaking up behind assassins, that's the one. Because they usually don't have a lot of hit points. Oh, feel free to eat any of those you want.
Yeah.
I can't have them. They were a gift from a co-worker. I can't eat them. They contain things that I can't eat. But I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
But I'm giving them away. Apparently, they're quite nice.
It's the die roll times 3 plus the extras on top, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So that's 17.
And he folds up. He's going to tip over the edge of the roof and down onto the group of you.
Tip over beforehand? No, he didn't. So I will. Was against.
So you push him against the chimney.
Yep.
And then behind you, you hear a sound. It's you.
Yep.
It's really weird being on the receiving end of this. You're quite flustered. You turn around and you're just like, oh shit. And you take a step back, but there's nothing there. And you fall down. Stump is grabbing you. Eventually you manage to get free and run away. You know they're not going to find you, but you were warned to not rely on things like that staying true. You desperately rack your brains trying to remember where the second assassin attempted from. Will that change now? You don't know. You're going to have to follow them without being seen.
Yep.
And given that you're hiding from you...
I have to remember what I was looking for when I was looking for me for what was going on.
You also now infer, from what they're saying, that the cloak you're wearing is an invisibility cloak. Huh. Nice of that handsome drow to give you an invisibility cloak.
Yes.
It's a fucking hell of a gift.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what those things sell for?
Yes. I don't think I had.
And you also know it gets ruined because you shoot it.
I hit it with liquid. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to clean it. Anyway.
Stump also hit it with a sling bullet, I believe. He did.
He did, yes.
Yes. So, how's your tracking going?
My tracking is not going well. I was actually going to discuss that with you at some point. Actually, learning tracking.
Oh, you don't have it?
So I got tracking. We're trailing. Actually, learning trailing.
Yeah, you're going to need to.
I'm more and more using it, and
A lot of campaigns take place in cities.
yes,
And we've got 2 members of the party who can do tracking and none who can do trailing. Which is... It's not an insurmountable obstacle, but it is a bit weird.
yeah. Well, I do have the non-weak proficiency that I could spend,
Oh, yeah.
but that's why doing it will be better than at least trying and then learning. Right. So tracking. I've lost them for a while.
Well, you see, the great thing about this particular setup is that it doesn't matter so much if you fail, just don't fail too much, because, like, you do have some vague idea of where you guys go and what you guys do, so you can attempt to reacquire, but what I need is some stealth checks.
Move silently and hide in shadow.
Yep.
Move silently is a pass, 17. And hide in shadows is a 41, so it's a pass.
You've lost them, but someone's found you. As you leap onto the top of the roof of a particularly worn shop. It seems to sell animal feed. A tile goes like shh, it slides away and it falls into the street. And then you turn around and you find a mask staring at you, crouched on the rooftop as well.
And she obviously has seen me.
No,
No. But she's watching them.
she's watching something. It's not them. You lost them.
Yep. What is she seems to
They're
be
looking
watching?
in your direction, just like being very still.
Oh, again, keep
Now there
quiet.
is a cloak around her shoulders as well.
Yep. A dark cloak, like mine's.
Just like yours, but the hood is down.
Which is what? Alright.
Eventually the mask tilts a little bit, like she's listening. How was your move silent reach here?
Move cycle was 17.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah.
She stays an uncomfortably long amount of time, certain that there's something going on here, you think. Eventually, she straightens up, takes a couple of steps, and launches onto another roof. Doesn't quite make the jump, but does pull up and gets on the roof and then continues off into the night.
I've lost them for a while and I know where they should be soon. And there wasn't meant to be an assassination attempt too soon, but again, they would have changed because of
First one didn't work.
first one didn't work. I'll follow her for at least, I think, if I go half a bell, I'd go half a bell, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you like?
Well, athletics, because you're going to be leaping from rooftop to rooftop. I'm assuming you're not using leaping.
I never got athletics.
Oh,
There was another one that we had to get later on.
well then.
Yep.
That would be dexterity at a penalty of
Penalty.
2.
Yep. It's a pass. Hey.
Yeah, you're able to keep up. She moves well. Eventually, you find yourself in the elevated quarter, heading towards the garrison, and she disappears behind a minaret. Not a minaret, one of those little cupolas with the pointy roofs that some places have. Turret?
Yep. Disappears behind it and then
Would sort of like get out of your line of sight.
I'll go around the other side to what she went.
You'll need to make your stealth checks.
Yep. Move silently is 5. Hiding shadows 43.
You brazenly head around the other side of the tower, and you come around, and the roof gets really narrow, and you find that she's standing pressed against the wall, looking in the direction you're coming.
Oh, okay.
And then you step on the string, and something goes clingle. You didn't check for traps.
No, I didn't.
Why would I? There was so little time. An inexpertly set string has been slapped into the wall with a small climbing knife, and a little bell is hanging off the edge of the roof. You stepped on it. And the mask says,
Nice.